In my nightly training session to get you into the healthy habit, and by habit I mean do it every day. I want to get you into the habit of exercising every day because you have to exercise every day, folks. It's mandatory, like it or not. There is only one way to be healthy, and that is to exercise every day. So that's what I'm here to do for free over YouTube, Twitch and Facebook. Sorry folks, slow start to the night. Had some teething issues with technology, and you know, if you've been here before, how that really throws me off. It throws me off plenty. I don't like technical issues, as I am a tech person professionally, so I try to keep it to a minimum. Anyway, I try to get the word out there to anyone. I'm the anti-influencer, so I do want to influence you, that much is true, but I don't necessarily want you to be here. I don't want you to be my engagement, to farm your engagement. That makes me sick, folks. I don't want you to spend your life in front of your phone or in front of your computer. I think that's a life loss. Even in Jazz in the house, good to see you. As always, I want you to pump the blood through your body so I can get back, run on my treadmill, watch Disney Plus on my account, and keep on hammering The Simpsons, which is now on 24 hours repeat since I got my Disney Plus connection going. Anyway, as always, let's walk and talk, or squat and talk, whatever it is that you choose. I'm using my kettlebell to add a little bit of intensity. That's what a squat looks like. We try not to go overboard in startbuilding.me, because that's what it is, folks. It's startbuilding.me. I'm trying to get you into the habit. I'm not trying to get into the nitty-gritty of the exercise. The reason I pick the exercises that I do is because if you can understand what I'm saying, you can definitely do the exercise. And if you're not, and you've got some sort of issues, if you are disabled, for instance, I have alternatives. And the best one being just focusing on your breathing for the time you're here, switching off the media, switching off all the doom and gloom that's being projected to you through every single channel. The world's not ending, folks. That would be too easy. Life is hard. Life is difficult. So nothing's going to end. The world's not going to end. Not on your watch, not on anybody's watch. So get with the program. And if it's one victory, my psychiatrist always talks about how winning is something that is good. Whatever it is that you win improves your life. So it can be something simple like doing startbuilding.me on a nightly basis. So that's what I do. Shake out your limbs, breathe, follow what I say and not what I do. I've got to breathe myself and take it easy as well. I walk on the spot. I encourage walking in all shapes or form. If you want to know how to walk properly, walk backwards. The only way you can walk backwards is by walking properly. Isn't that a sick issue in life? It's just one of the continual injustices of the life, is that the best way to learn to walk is to learn to walk backwards. It's very counterintuitive if you think about it, but nonetheless, this is what makes you learn how to walk properly, is by walking backwards, because by walking backwards we land on the ball of our foot before and our toes, and don't heel strike, which is the mistake most people make when they're walking. They walk landing on their heels. That just means you're going to destroy your knees in a matter of time. So please don't just, excuse me, burping up fish oil, absolutely disgusting. Walk backwards. Anyway, let's do some more squats. You don't have to use a kettlebell. You can just do, as I call, the preacher hold, which looks something like that. Keep your arms out, kniebeugen, as we used to do in Germany. Isn't that funny? My watch, as it's green. Oh no, it doesn't disappear. It's not the right color, the right green color for it to blend into my chroma key. Kniebeugen, as we used to do before school in Germany, to pump the blood into your brain. Why would you want to do that before studying, folks? Who knows? Pretty obvious, isn't it? You pump blood through your system, increase the blood pressure. Undoubtedly contributes to the functioning of your brain if it contributes to every other aspect of your body's functioning. Like I said, I don't aim to be patronizing here at all. I'm just for me, it's also a revelation every time I'm saying this stuff to practice it, how absolutely obvious it is when you think about it. It's like, the more you use your body as a machine, it's just like getting a car started. The car's not going to do anything unless it's started. Once it's running, the power steering pump works and your power steering works. The exhaust is working and it's getting clearing the engine. The power steering, sorry, I talked that one already. The fuel pump will be going, the air conditioner will be going, your CD player will be going. All the ancillary devices in your cars will be working after you switch it on. How do you switch us on? By pumping the blood through our body. How do we do this? So need I say more? Exercise, exercise, exercise. If it's just this one time that you switch on YouTube, Twitch, whatever, Facebook, and see somebody pumping blood through their body in this manner, you can do the same and then go off, do whatever it is that you want to do. I've got a hot tip that Juice Bigelow's on Disney Plus, and yes, my mind potentially being in the gutter, I found that quite entertaining as a youth, so I think I might revisit that whilst doing some stuff on the side. Other than that, everything's going well. No bicep tendon issues at the moment, no grip strength issues. I'm not sure if I said that right or not. I never review these videos, so I'll never know. Nor will I ever care, folks. I never care about mistakes because progress means that an indice is never going to be up in one straight line. You're going to have up and down, basically a scatter plot if you look at it. Classic movie, I agree, Jazz, 100%. That's why I want to get it. Check it out. I've had 2 dips in my ice bath today. I had an improved pump that I put into it, which means that getting to 3 minutes was not possible. It was freezing cold. It was like being inside a frozen margarita. Yes, 100%. Rob Schneider, that's what it reminded me of every time. Rob Schneider is a stapler, and Rob Schneider is a carrot. But actually the best trailer out of that episode, where I watched it at, how I say, my ex's parents' place in Kansas, and I was in bed at night watching that episode, and I was crying. It's like, the president is a duck, and the country is going to the dogs. And you see the president, the duck, and he's got a suit on and stuff. And it's just coughing up excrement, to put it nicely. And it's just like, wah, 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 like coughing all over the Oval Office. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's just like, it's like rated. It's coming out, you know how they usually say coming out for, it's like coming out whatever, F you, you're going to come and watch it anyway. So it's like basically how Hollywood treats its customers. Anyway, repent by doing some squats. Rob Schneider is a stapler, rated PG-13. Yeah, man, but the president is a duck, and the country is going to the dogs. I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard. I was probably drunk as well, knowing what it's like being at the in-laws' house, at least for me. Not quite, I know, Jazz's experience. In-laws were cool. Look, we're already 10 minutes in, another 6 minutes in the stream. My blood is pumping through. You can even see, look, the veins sticking out, which means that my exercise protocol is working, folks. And a quick time to do something for yourself, if nothing else, folks, in the day of this soul-destroying society, where you can actually take some time off and focus on yourself. Most people, some claim it is called devil's worshipping to look after yourself. I think it's actually more sensible. It's like the way I see it, the analogy is the child. You put the mask, oxygen mask on yourself before you put it on the child, because you don't want to pass out before you can even put the mask on the child, and it's the child will pass out. It's the same here, folks. You're not good to anyone if you're not healthy. So for the love of whatever deity that it is that you choose to preach or pray to on a daily basis, please exercise. And I finally changed the category from YouTube to from relationships or something to sports. So I get most views on YouTube, but least on Twitch. But I find the Twitch interface that I use here is better than the multi-stream. So if anyone is on multi-stream, please send me a message on Twitch at startbuilding.me, and I might start using the multi-stream chat, because I'm not seeing anything you see. That's why I just have it on the Twitch tab on what is it called? Streamlabs. The Streamlabs has a multicast system that I use, which is, I think Streamlabs was bought out by Creative Labs. Not too sure. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4. Weight to the side of your feet, driving your toes. I'm not being a stickler for back position, as long as it's not rounded like that. I'm going to focus more on squats tonight. And we'll just do 10 or 20 push-ups at the end in a minute or two. Small focus to getting the blood pumping, breathing, chilling out. I'm rewarding myself with a sugar-free Cotties, lemon and soda water after this. Reward yourself with something. Might be a 10-minute round of Counter-Strike, which Jazz will have to do at the end of this week for sure when I got more time. That will be cool, because it is becoming mindful of me that you will be having no time for 18 months from what I've heard, not from my experience but from everyone else. I like that joke. Sal Star Jump is up at my cousin's property at the moment, and it was actually his quote, which is why do parents never remember the first 18 months of their child being born? And he said it's so you make the mistake of having another one. Yeah, he has twins. Yeah, but you're pretty good. You're a pretty chilled customer, so I reckon you'll manage it. And I'm not sure if it's anything, I guess it's like bunnies and like dogs. It's not really a cruel analogy, I love my dogs. But they become entertainment, you know? Like, I'll be watching the TV, but I'll be just staring at my dogs and they'll be rumbling or sleeping or do something. I find that far more interesting most of the time than whatever is on the screen. And it's like, it's credit to what Terence McKenna says, what I say here almost on a nightly basis, that we should be creating our own culture and not absorbing the culture of icons that are around us, and that we're the most important thing that's happening at this stage. We're within ourselves at this time in the universe, and people should really be tapping into that. And I've always had that, the benefit of that in my life, is I enjoy whatever it is that I'm doing in my life. Winning or losing, I can't lose, really. I enjoy anything from being broke to having money. It doesn't really make a difference, and that's because I do create my own culture. It might be going to the gym or walking in the bush or making music. I know you're the same. And that's the message that I guess I'm always trying to push out here at Start Building Me, is that same essence, is that, folks, you're more interested and exciting than the garbage that you're consuming out of the bones of a dying world. As Terence McKenna said, I can't take credit for his awesome words, so brutal, but so truthful. We're just being, like I said, I don't like that idea of being an influencer where you're taking you consider the people who are watching you, your engagement, you know. It's very depersonifying. I think it's very like a very bleak way to see it. My system here is to try to get you the enthusiasm, strength and courage to go off and live your life free of the drudgeries of the internet. And that's why we're almost wrapping it up. Just going to do a few push-ups here, folks. Breathe into your butt, spread your fingers. It will give you a firmer Base, I usually do shoulder width, so you're using more tricep. If you're doing it wider than that, you're loading up your shoulder. The US military, I think specifically the Marines or maybe the US Army, spent millions of dollars looking at the best push-up, and that was the best one, and I think they're right. I think US Army and US Defense Forces foreign policy is probably wrong for everything they do, but I think they're right in how they established doing push-ups. So spread your fingers, shoulder width, tense your butt, drive your feet, toes into the ground, look up and breathe. In whatever cadence works for you. You don't even need to breathe every single one, it doesn't really matter. But you should be able to support yourself under gravity, folks. That's what we're doing with squats and push-ups, which is why I picked them up. Supporting your body weight under gravity in 2 simple compound movements, and that is all for the day. As always, 15 minutes over. I'm going to do 10 more push-ups before I go. Love you on live or repeat wherever you are in the world. Like I said, be your own culture. Look after your friends and your family, and switch off. Don't be somebody else's engagement. That's very disappointing. Play your own video games. Play your own sports. Start your own sports team. The only time you should be watching sports, folks, is if you're gambling on it. Just joking. That's terrible advice, and I don't support that. But have a great night wherever you are. I'll be back. But for now, sugar-free lemon soda water for me. Have a great night, folks. Love yous. Take it easy.